I'm on a mission to help women learn about their bodies and our natural cycles, and that includes our menstrual cycle. How to embrace their cycle, how to live with their cycle, live in harmony with their cycle, because that is the most healthy way that we can live. How to have a relationship with their wombs, and that is going to include having an awareness of your womb, or making your womb the center of your life. And I know to some women that sounds really debilitating, sounds like a prison sentence. Are we really expected to, make our lives about our menstrual cycles? Yes, because of the way that we're built. And if we want to live as healthily as possible, I think this is what we have to do. So I'm on a mission to get women to consider changing the way that we live in this world, radically changing our self-care to include our menstrual cycle. It starts with education. So once women understand their bodies and the intelligence of this body and how it works best for us, then women will make better decisions. Women will want to make sure that their wombs are the center of their lives. We have to change the culture, change our mindset, and stress teaching the importance of first periods for women, for young girls when they just get their period, the importance of teaching them about their bodies, how it works, the type of food that they should be eating, how they should rest, the things that they should do and shouldn't do during this time. When women have all of the tools from that early, chances are they will not have any womb complications. I study different healing systems, from Chinese medicine to Ayurveda to naturopathy to the African biomineral balance. And so I realized that in every culture there is a healing system. And the one that calls to me the most, of course, is the African biomineral balance, but I'm also called to Ayurveda. What I love about Ayurveda is that it not only focuses on the physical, allopathic medicine really focuses on the things that they can see happening in the body, the physical changes that they can see. But Ayurveda goes beyond that in speaking about the subtle body and the subtle changes that happens within our bodies. Like, people will go to the doctor and tell them that there's something happening to them. They cannot explain it, but they're having a feeling. And the doctors will run a million tests and cannot figure out why it is that they're feeling this. The doctors will tell them that there's nothing wrong with you. You're perfectly fine, right? But if they were to go to an Ayurveda teacher, they would tell them, listen, this is why this is happening to you. This is another approach, I believe, to woman wellness that I want to explore with Black women. And food is involved in that. Food as well as herbs. We have different energy centers in the body. Most people know of 7 chakras, but there are actually 14 chakras. So the chakra that is at our womb space is the sacral chakra. And that has to do with our sexual energy, or creative energy, or happiness, pleasure, or wonderful feelings come from this space. One of the major reasons why women have blockages in their creative energies because of blockages within the womb. If you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like you can't do anything, you're feeling depressed, you're feeling sadness, you're feeling demotivated, the main place that you need to look as a woman is your womb. So we're gonna heal our sacral energy through a holistic approach right, to womb healing. And it's gonna include also womb meditations. So connecting to our womb space through womb meditations and learning how to manifest from our wombs. A healed womb is a healed woman.
We teach self-healing exercises. We teach persons to clean their inner circulatory pathways, to re-straighten them, and those actions help us to awaken our innate self-healing capacity. It creates an automatic scanning effect in the body, and even if you are targeting one particular ailment or disease, if you take on this process, you will heal not only from what you're targeting, but from other things that you knew you needed to work on, and also from things that you did not even know you could improve. I'm accustomed to seeing things that other people would consider to be miracles or consider to be impossible. I see these things regularly as people embrace this practice and apply it to their lives. You are the healer, and this is the mission, to remind you of your innate self-healing capacity and teach you techniques that you can use to access your best, your most healthy, and your longest life. We are, of course, a people with an obsession for cleanliness. However, we did not realize that we had access to clean ourselves on deeper and deeper levels. It's something that could clear physical blockages, emotional blockages, mental blockages. These two different practices, one being called Paisa originally, which was a patting or slapping based practice, and another being called Lajin. La meaning stretch, Jin meaning tendon or ligament. Both of these holistic, and he combined them together in this time in a practice called Paida Lajin. In a stretch, you are straightening a line, right? And if there is pain in it, it's because the line has blockage on it. If you perform Paida on that particular line and go back into that stretch, you will have immediate increase in flexibility and immediate reduction in pain. So you'll have persons who will come into a session and their squatting ability is very, very poor. And if they clear out their knees, for example, in that session, they can, if not buttocks touching right down to the heel, they can have a lot of improvement after their first round of cleaning out the knees. We know that there is a finite amount of blockage in particular places in the body. So let's say you had a bad knee and you wanted to work on it. It was definitely already a trouble area because you're feeling pain coming out of it. If it is that you can clean all of the blockages from that area, it may vary, the time may vary. Some people may need 10 minutes of work, some people may need 10 hours of work, who knows? Some people may need repeated sessions. However, once that finite amount of blockage is cleared from the area, you are guaranteed to have improvements. How much do you love yourself? You matter, and because what you think to be inflexibilities and mere inflexibilities are connected to organs all over your body and can create other issues. We can also self-heal from cosmetological issues, if I dare call it that. So anywhere that you work, the skin will be renewed and improved, and if it is that you are working on areas where there is fat, balance will be restored. If you are underweight as well, balance will be restored. So what that means is whether or not you're overweight or underweight, these practices will bring you to homeostasis. This is very simple but can be very technical and difficult for people to learn. However, through your own practice you will get better at it. My technique is effective because I practice on myself, and your technique will also become effective when you practice on yourself. This is not supposed to be shared as a treatment or as an aspect of a treatment, because it is more powerful if you do it for yourself. And there is an opening of the heart that takes place when you take responsibility for the fact that all of the pains that we will find in this process are ones that you put in your body through either physical trauma, chemical trauma, or negative thinking, and that you're going to accept that this is where you are, and that you're going to lovingly extract these things from your body. It really puts you in a different place, and the kinds of interactions that would have thrown you off before, the kinds of interactions that would have made your life feel a little bit imbalanced, you may not even notice them. They may not even have as much of an impact on you because you are so involved in the process of connecting to yourself through this beautiful medium that Source has created called pain. Pain is a thing that we haven't been taught much about in our culture. We usually run away from it. But pain is our guide. Pain shows us where we have our blockages.